Howdy everybody, welcome to a members only portion of our stream where we're going to just kind of look at some planes and see what is going on at Sky Harbor. Kind of a slow day, but from the looks of it, our first flight that's coming in is Southwest 503 coming from Buffalo. So let's go take a look at our flight from Buffalo. And also, parking at Sky Harbor is a disaster today. If you guys are coming, come early, because I'm not even streaming from where I parked. I actually had to walk through to get the best possible view of the runway. And there we have our flight coming in from Buffalo. Should kind of be a slowish day today, so I figured as members you guys deserve a bit of a stream yourself. And then eventually we can take a vote and see if we want to open it up for everybody else. But it is the summer season at Sky Harbor, which means fewer flights, fewer wide bodies, but the heat is on. And keep in mind, the first few shots are usually the most difficult for me. That's when I get in the groove of things, and then eventually once we're in the groove of things, everything works. I gotta adjust the tripod, adjust everything on it. Yeah, dude, it's impossible, man. I actually had somebody yell at me. Michael. Somebody was just pissed off that I was trying to back in. I guess everybody is traveling right now, which sucks. Alright, my friends, our next plane is Alaska Airlines 700. It's the San Francisco Giants livery. So it's a San Francisco Giants livery coming in. And we are eventually going to open up this stream for everyone. Alaska has some really unique liveries. They had the salmon livery, which just recently got repainted and looks gross. I liked it when it actually had the fish on the side. Now it looks like a Pokemon. Pretty smooth touchdown for the Alaska Airlines. Yeah, to find parking today at Sky Harbor is literally impossible. Okay, YouTube is being really dumb right now, guys. Apparently I can't check the live chat on my phone. Alright, that's cool. But wait, I do have a computer with me. It's kind of a slow day right now, but I have a feeling it will pick up. So up next is Southwest 594 coming in from Nashville, and then we have American Airlines 839 coming in from Seattle. That's awesome, man, that you're coming to Sky Harbor. That'll be good. So here comes our flight out of Nashville. Should be a nice touchdown for this one too. Whoa, there's some wind down there. I think the air rising from the heat is causing some effects down there for them. So we always lock you guys down while we wait, so makes it easier for me to double check stuff and then wait for the plane to get into motion for us to track him. So up next is our American Airlines 737-800 coming in from Seattle, and then we're going to be getting our flight from Fresno, American 1143 coming out of Fresno. So let's go take a look at our flight from Seattle. So one thing I've realized, I really don't have that many videos of American 737s on my Instagram. Well, that was kind of a rougher landing out of the bunch, wouldn't you guys agree? Then we should be getting another plane very shortly, right after that. So let's take a look what our next flight is. It is our flight from Fresno coming in. It's an Airbus A320. It is American 1143. It's an A320 manufactured in March 1998, so it's about 25 years old. This plane is probably reaching the end of its life cycle, being 25 years old, but at the same time, a lot of airlines are keeping their craft flying for longer periods. As air travel has come back, the new aircraft manufacturers are having a hard time developing or building the new crafts, so now a lot of them have been forced to fly these older jets. Which always is interesting. It's pretty cool seeing how they keep them maintained. Especially, I think Delta has like their own in-house maintenance program for their crafts. So I've seen a couple of YouTube documentaries on it. It's actually quite interesting if you guys get a chance to look at it. Something I would recommend to you guys as plane enthusiasts to give it a watch. Open up. We are trying to start up my computer and it's being a jerk face right now. Okay friends, let's take a look at our next craft coming in. So our handy dandy flight radar says this is American Airlines 2245 coming in from Charlotte. It's an A321 manufactured in May of 2009. And we had some pushback action while I wasn't paying attention, so I'm trying my best to make sure everything works the way I want it. Okay guys, we do have some pushback from the Southwest that's parked on the side, but also this little CRJ is about to leave. I'm still dealing with the remnants of whatever little bug I had. It's kind of, in a sense, screwed me up. Or my breathing is still like meh. Technology doesn't like me today, guys. I've had a lot of technical issues and photo shoots and video shoots. What are you doing? There we go. And in about a few minutes, we should be getting some more action here from waiting for the CRJ to push out. He is headed out. So you can see the gates are pretty empty, but eventually they will fill up. They usually fill up around this time. Up next we have American 1965 coming in from Dallas. Golden. But congrats for the 3 months of membership, man. I was just trying to figure out why nothing was working. And apparently it's showing that I have terrible service here today, so hopefully we can fix that. Since we are dropping some frames right now. And then let's go take a look at over here. It happens. We have our United flight coming in. But no, at Sky Harbor we have some of the worst internet I've ever experienced. Half the time it doesn't even freaking work when it's supposed to. So whenever we can make it work, we make it work. So that's what it is. Deal with it if it doesn't work. And let's take a look. Smooth recovery by the United. He glided that bad boy very, very quickly. Who would have thought, huh? But no, welcome everybody. We're kind of experiencing a bit of a lull here right now. Not much going on. I have the sniffles still, so it's still kicking my butt, to be honest. Whatever is going through the air. Hey Michael, how are you, buddy? See, Michael said something, and apparently it's not popping up in my chat. Thank you very much for being a 1-month member, man. I really appreciate you. Honestly, I try and make it reasonably priced. It does help for my parking, and it helps me buy new equipment that keeps the channel going. So I really appreciate you guys for constantly contributing to it. Like, it means a lot. Alrighty, so this little Embraer that just landed is probably going to be going into Bravo 1. As we have our ground crew ushering it on. Yeah, I figured I'd be on for a little bit. I was actually going to head to Tucson this morning, but I had a bunch of stuff come up at the last minute. So it was kind of a chaotic day, I'll be honest with that. So what better way to get your mind off of things than coming and looking at planes? I looked at some tickets to LA, so I looked at some tickets to go fly out to LA, so I'll keep you guys in the loop for that as well. Once that happens, we're gonna have a lot of fun and get some variety on the channel, man. Well, thank you for gifting that membership, Michael. Really appreciate you, man. So welcome, Jonathan. You guys are awesome. So up next we have Southwest 2829 coming in from Omaha. So one thing I always tell people, what we lack in a variety of flights, we make up for the beauty of our surroundings at Sky Harbor. It is one of the most picturesque places for plane spotting. You have one side has city, other side has mountains. This side has Papago Park, which kind of gives it like a Red Rock feel. So as a plane spotter, I think this is that doesn't sound good. One of those engines doesn't sound good at all. Like here we have the Red Rocks, which gives it a very picturesque. So as a plane spotter, you can get some very nice variety of shots with different backgrounds that'll make your photos stand out. And what a butter approach and landing. So welcome everybody, welcome to our airport. As we are expecting a bit of a rush coming up right now. I'm looking at it and it looks like we may be getting some more and more planes coming in. Up next is Delta 1701 coming in from Seattle. It's a 737-800 series, 22 years old. And then we will be getting our American Airlines 1829 coming in from Reno. So first up is the Delta, and then we're going to be getting our Reno flight coming in. And happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Stay safe out there. If you're going swimming, bring a life jacket, and if you're drinking, stay within your limits and don't drink and drive. Don't cause a heartache to somebody out there. Just have fun. And special thank you to all of those that served and those that gave their lives for our freedoms. So thank you guys. And man, my nose is runny. That's not a good thing. Remember, smash that like, everybody. It does help the channel quite a bit. Alright, up next is our American Airlines Flight 1829 coming in from Reno. And we're going to get American Airlines 500. It's an A319 coming from Boise right after this. I'm like literally streaming from the other side of where I parked. Parking at Sky Harbor today is a nightmare. These landings are pretty smooth though. Alrighty, we do have our A319. It's about to get closer, but while we wait, let's take a look at some ground action while we wait for these dudes. And then after that, we will get Southwest 2116 coming from Louisville. And then we have an Envoy 3853 coming from Grand Junction. So it's going to be an Airbus, Boeing, and an Embraer in that order. Alright, let's go take a look at our little Airbus coming in from Boise. Keep forgetting how small those planes are. Great landing by the little A319. I believe a lot of these A319s used to belong to America West Airlines. That was the local airline here in the valley for a while, and eventually merged with American. Man, I keep coughing. So up next is our Southwest 2116 coming in from Louisville. Let's go take a look at our Southwest. It's coming in hot. Dang, look at that landing. And then up next should be our Envoy flight. Apparently this guy thinks I'm gonna leave. I'm not leaving, sir. I'm standing with the camera. Okay, you guys are good. Just relax, don't worry about typing or anything. Also, to all the ground agents that watch, stay hydrated, man. It is hot today. The summer's upon us, boys and girls. And in Arizona, it's not very fun. It's violently hot. The ground crew loading up packages. Or should I say bags? We say it in Serbian, we say prtjag. So up next is Envoy 3853 coming from Grand Junction, followed by American 2595 coming in from Portland. Okay, we can finally focus on the Envoy plane coming in. I had somebody send me a message saying they appreciate that we give these little dudes love on the channel. He is one of the pilots for SkyWest and he flies the Embraers and he absolutely loves it. So if you're watching, there you go. But this is an Envoy plane, so I'm sorry, but it's the same thing. Same type of craft that you operate. And our international area is kind of empty right now. We typically get our flights from Mexico there, and we will get Concorde Airlines later today, which I will not be streaming because it's going to take forever. But other than that, we usually get a bunch of smaller craft here and there. Up next is American Airlines 1318 coming in from Palm Springs, and followed by Southwest 2385 coming in from Kansas City. The Kansas City flight is operated by Boeing 737 MAX 8. And for me, the goal is trying to not overheat my hotspot like I did last time. That kind of caused chaos in the stream. And there's our little A319. You can take a closer look at the flight crew. It gives us something else to look at than just pointing it to the freaking parking lot or the ramp, whatever it's called. Then we have Southwest 2385 coming from Kansas City, followed by Envoy 4144 coming in from Santa Rosa. And looks like on the other side of runway 26, we have whatever this thing is getting ready to depart. So we have small planes, poop truck, and a plane landing. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Slav. I'm the host of the channel. We have a good community here, so if you like it, click the like, notification, and most of all, subscribe. As you can tell, this plane just got in and they're going to be unloading that bad boy. Let's see, maybe some of the bigger planes might come in eventually. I actually like getting the really smooth quality when I'm filming. All right, Santa Rosa flight coming in, Envoy from Santa Rosa. That was a good landing. So a question for you guys. Does the little Embraer have as much capacity as the A319? To me, they seem like they're the same capacity. Actually, no, the Airbus is a little bit bigger. This thing's about to rocket out of here. Probably no people in there. It's like a freaking sports car. He gone. Let's wait for the Envoy to get in. And up next we have American Airlines 1914 coming in from Las Vegas. And then we have Southwest 1288 coming in from Cleveland. And we have a guy riding An ATV going full speed. Golden. And I think the bigger planes are about to start coming in any minute. And up next, Southwest 1288 from Cleveland is on final. We have American 2595 coming in from Portland. Apparently he had a go around that I didn't catch. The exotic location of Cleveland, Ohio. Very exotic. I think my breakfast and lunch consisted of 2 corns on the cob. That was delicious, actually. So, and now the ground crew is going to start unloading this A319 that we have. So American 2595 is coming back for its second attempt at a landing. I had no idea it was their second attempt. I thought it was like probably the first one. I'm curious to see what actually did cause their go around earlier. So an A321 is about to park inside this little gate. Should be very interesting seeing it. Then we have American 464 coming in from Milwaukee. So let's go look at our flight from Milwaukee as this thing has gone in. And let's get some landing. The garage is making noise. It's kind of making me uncomfortable, to be honest. I'm like, ew. It's not a good one. Oh man, this thing just scared the living Jesus out of me. Some guy has like some stripe on his car and I thought it was a person standing behind me. So up next we have American Airlines 3270 operated by SkyWest coming in from Santa Fe. Then we will have American 2765 coming in from Chicago. So a lot of American arrivals right now, guys. These little dudes always hover for a little bit before they land. Pretty cool to see. I've got a couple of go-arounds when they do that, so I always wonder if I'm going to catch another one. One of those go-arounds ended up actually going viral, and it's been one of my most stolen videos on Instagram, which kind of sucks because others are making money off of it, and kind of been cracking down using my copyright stuff. And then up next is our American Airlines 2765. It's an A321 coming in from Chicago. It is a 7-year-old plane manufactured in October. And then over here on the taxi, we have a United Evo Blue 737 coming in. We're actually going out for a takeoff on the south side. So how Phoenix is set up, we have 3 runways. We have 26, which is the runway we're at. We have 25 left and 25 right. A lot of planes will land on those and take off from those. We do have larger airlines. We have a 777 that serves to London. Then we have a 767 that comes in from Frankfurt, Germany, and then we will get a lot of cargo, MD-11s and 767s. But let's go take a look at our Airbus coming in from Chicago. He is close enough where I can zoom in, but he's technically like a mile away. And there's a lizard over here. How did you get up here, little dude? And he's gone. Golden. And it looks like this Airbus, chances are is going to have no idea what that is. What's an ermine? And feel free to click the subscribe, guys. If you can comment, it's basically to root out the robots. And here comes our Frontier flight. So I guess that's an ermine. Looks like some rodent-looking creature. Frontier did open up a base here in the valley, so I think they're increasing their flights. It's an ultra low-cost carrier here in the U.S. For those of you that are from overseas, one of those risks you're willing to take when you fly with them is it's cheap, but the prices can add up. Those are the risks with the ultra low-cost carriers. But they do give the consumer some options between locations and flights and stuff like that. And up next we do have a CRJ 700 coming in from Oklahoma City, followed by 737 coming from Kansas City. It's kind of like bleh arrivals today, like kind of bad, to be honest. I need to go to an airport that has some diversity in flights. Personally, I think this is kind of getting boring. But it gives us something to watch. Just hoping I can get this one project I'm working with done soon. It's kind of consumed a lot of my time and my patience, to be honest. And we have our flight from Kansas City, then followed by United 1944 coming in from Chicago. Something didn't sound good down there. Maybe somebody crashed into something, who knows? Okay friends, our United A320 is up next, coming in from Chicago. And after the United, we will have a Southwest from what appears like it. And I think that may be our final plane, so I can go run an errand. Chances are I will be back later tonight. Maybe, we'll see. Just remember what I always tell you, be good people. Tell your loved ones you love them, never go to bed angry. Don't be a jerk. Let's take a look at our Southwest flight coming in, and after that I gotta run over to a town called Chandler and get something from a client. Good old Chandler, Arizona. Alright friends, let's catch this plane and we'll call it a show. Alrighty dudes, well, it's been fun, but now I have to go do some adult things. So you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and if I do come on later, it might be like around 7:30 my time, so maybe we'll enjoy some night spotting. Well, we can, before it gets too hot in the valley. So until next time, I will be seeing you guys, and let's watch them open this door, and then that is going to symbolize the end of the show. And I kind of like watching them open the door. It's actually pretty cool seeing. There we go, look at that. Oh. Now they're going to start moving the gate in, and after that, that's it. It's a special thank you to all you guys that tuned in. So, guys have a wonderful day, and catch you in the few.